All right, I do want to say a couple things about something that everybody understands. Everybody going into the doctor's office understands pain. You know why? It's because they can feel it. So that's what we always think about. Well, that's what we concentrate on. But if you'll notice, pain is a signal. Pain is a signal that comes from the brain. See, the injury, let's say, is on the end of your finger here. That is not where that's not where the pain comes from. The signal just tells you that it's there. It's not going to tell you if it's on your foot, unless it is on your foot. So when we use an analgesic is just a pain reliever. All we're doing is we're taking the signal, and if you can look at this as a nerve ending, these are the synapse. The end of it is, all we're doing is just putting a blocker in between. So we're not really doing anything about the condition at all, are we? All we're doing is stopping a symptom. We're masking it, basically. Now, how many of you would go into your doctor and go, "Oh, doctor, mask my symptoms"? He'll say, "Fine. Are you interested in getting it better?" Oh, wow, that's another part of the equation. So you see, by masking, and that's basically what happened in the early part of the 70s and throughout the 70s when the FDA created the monograph for pain relievers. They said basically it's safe and that's enough. Why? Is because that's what you want. You want the pain to stop, so that's enough. It doesn't do anything for the condition itself. So if you want to stop it today and tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and forever and continue throwing money at us, bring it. I mean, but that's kind of what happens, isn't it? I mean, I can't tell you how many people say, "Oh yeah, I use this." Oh yeah, all the time, all the time. So you've been using this all the time. You know exactly what it is. Why are you still using it? Why isn't the condition better? Never thought about that part. So what we really want to do is we want to make the condition better. And one of the ways to do that is to reduce the amount of inflammation. See, inflammation is a destructive force. You know, and I keep saying over and over, I don't care if it's doctors I talk to or if it's patients I talk to, you need a little bit. But we have way too much because the inflammation digests tissue. It attacks it, it eats it, it digests it. I don't know what it does after that, but that's basically the process. And so you begin, if you'll stop the inflammation, the tissue can get better. And if it gets better, you don't need so much of this. And eventually, I mean, my goal would be, believe it or not, my goal would be that you don't need this at all. See, the name of our company is Longeva. That's a shortened form of longevity. We don't believe that you're destined to get into your 60s and 70s and just crumble into some painful, aggravated heap that can't move and can't function. You don't have to do that. I don't care what the condition is. You don't have to do that. There are better ways to take care of yourself. But arthritis, things that deal with your joints, and the conditions of your muscle, the integrity of those joints, that's what our focal point is right now. And you can make those conditions better.